Hey everybody, Jordan here with Janus, and it's another episode of What's Leaving the Shop this week. We have a bunch of 250s and some 450s that are about to get loaded up and headed out, but before they leave, let's take a look and let me know down in the comments which is your favorite. So first up, we have an Indy Racing Green Halcyon 250. Pretty basic build overall, but it is just classy looking. So starting from the front, we're gonna go through the upgrades. We do have knobby tires on this. You can see the single gold pinstripe looks really sharp on the green. We have an LED headlight, and continuing on, we've got a nice little upgrade here on the tank. We have the outline on the Janus logo. There are of course different colors you can choose for that, but the black looks really nice on there. We have the wide line seat. It's a little bit wider than the stock seat, not quite as wide as the Sargent. And we have a book rack. Pretty subtle build overall, but just looks super, super classy. All right, next up, we have a Halcyon 250, and this one has quite a few upgrades on it. In the American blue, starting up front here, we have skirted fenders. These are handmade. Brent has to manually match each skirt to the fender on here. And you can also see we have dual pinstripes. So we have a silver primary and black secondary. Looks really sharp on that skirted fender. We have the normal headlights, headlight visor, and bar end weights on here. And then on the tank, you can see we have the upgraded feather logo in silver, so it matches that silver pinstripe. We have oxblood leather on this, and we have the Sargent seat. So most comfortable seat in the house. We have the roll top side tool bag, fishtail exhaust tip on the back of here, which just changes the sound a little bit. And then the skirted fender in the back. And this one, it looks like, they don't have a rack. I don't see any saddlebags, so you can really see the rear fender back here. It looks just beautiful. See some of that craftsmanship back there. All right, moving on to the next one. We have another Halcyon 250 in vintage red. And this is another pretty bare bones build. Starting in the front here, vintage red with a single gold pinstripe. We have the basic headlight, single mirror. You can see the gold on the tank there. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't see really any upgrades on this one. It's pretty bare bones. So you can kind of see what a just stock bare Halcyon 250 looks like. And then one that has quite a few upgrades on it with the extra fenders, a little bit of storage, and a little extra color with the double pinstripe. All right, so this is our vintage red. We also have a brighter Cardinal Red if you really like attention. So this one has some upgrades on it. As you can see, it's Cardinal Red, gold pinstripe. It's like gold's pretty popular with this batch. We have the normal tires, normal fenders, normal headlight. We have the headlight visor. Looks like this one has dual mirrors, which sometimes we take off for shipping. You can also see it has highway bars on the front here. Really help protect the bike. Also give you a little bit more wiggle room when you are, on a longer ride and want to stretch out your legs a little bit. On the tank, you can see we have the gold feather logo with a single gold pinstripe, and this has the polished exhaust. So you can really see some nice reflections in that, and you can see it's already starting to turn a little bit gold up here, but that'll continue to turn color and just looks really sharp, really, really cool the more that you use it. We have black leather on this, and this is the standard solo seat. So that is the base seat there, and once again, a bare fender in the back. Which do you prefer, the vintage red or the brighter Cardinal Red? Let me know down in the comments. My next up here is an older demo bike that is getting shipped out. This is American blue, frame match with a single gold pinstripe. Polished exhaust, the stock fenders, it has front fork tie-down eyelets, the color matched handlebars as well, and the Sargent seat in black. So beautiful, beautiful bike. You've maybe seen it featured in a few videos around here. All right, now moving on, let's take a look at some of these 450s. The Halcyon 450 in Indy Racing Green with saddle brown leather. Now this one, the Sargent seat comes stock on there. We don't have any other seat shape options, just a couple of color options. And this one you can see has our ducktail fenders. So this is kind of the step in between the standard fender and the skirted fender, which we'll see the skirted fenders on the next bike over there again. This also has a double pinstripe. So gold primary, copper secondary with a copper feather logo. And this one looks bare in the back. We do have some cargo options, but this one opted not to have those. So it also has the headlight visor. It has the base headlight. Really beautiful build. All right, and moving on, we have another Indy Racing Green Halcyon 450. This one has our skirted fenders, and it has two-tone skirted fenders. So you can see the cream skirt on there. Really gives it a nice vintage look. Looks beautiful. With a double gold pinstripe. Has a custom number plate on here. Rather than saying the sequential build number, like this one here, you can also get, you know, whatever you want on there, within reason. So that's an option that this customer chose. Saddle brown leather. We do have the saddlebags back here. This one has this is the book rack. We also have a cargo rack option that attaches underneath the frame, so it's sprung with the rear suspension, but the book rack just attaches to the rear fender. So it's a little bit more bouncy back there, but it kind of fits the look of the bike a little bit better, in my opinion. We also have the fishtail exhaust on this Halcyon 450. Lots of nice upgrades on here. Oh, I didn't even mention it's a frame match, so it has the Indy Racing Green all over the bike. Also has the highway bars, the 450 highway bars. This one is going to be getting a windscreen. As you can see, it has the mounts here, but we leave that off for shipping just so it fits in our carrier a little bit easier. But that'll be an absolutely beautiful build. With all the extra storage in the back, this thing is ready for some big adventures. All right, and last but not least, one more Halcyon 450. This is cream with a single black pinstripe, copper feather logo. And this one does not have any pinstripes on the fenders. A little bit of a different look. Pretty clean. This also has our oxblood leather on the saddlebags, sergeant seat, and on the battery cover as well. It has highway bars. It has tie-down eyelets, headlight visor, and bar end weights as well. Okay, so you've seen all the bikes. We've run through all the details. Before you leave this video, which one is your favorite? If you could take any of these bikes home with you and ride it, which would it be? Or even if you don't want to ride it, even if you just want to put it on display somewhere, which one would it be? Let me know down in the comments which would be your favorite. This other bike over here, 288, that's a demo bike. That's the one that I rode out to Sturgis, did a Saddle Sore 1000. You can check out that video right here if you'd like to see more about that. But until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day.